Hey, what's up guys? Sunset here with a how to build guide for Bastet, goddess of the cats. We all love cats. So let's have a look at how to build it. Firstly, ignore this hand of the gods thing. This is one of the kind of stranger characters in the current meta, as it doesn't really require blink, even though you can buy blink on it. So let's have a look at my general guide. What I would recommend on this god is by building a Boomba's Mask, Potion of the Physical Might, and then a couple of each of the mana and health pots. Now, how you do this, if you're new to jungling, there'll be a jungle guide coming out at some point in the near future, is you actually build the magic physical might pot. You build 2 mana pots, you pop this at around 20 seconds, then you build the health pots and you go to your jungle camp. So you're going to lose around 30 seconds of your red pot, but it's going to help you clear the jungle out nice and fast early game. You just have to be careful of not dying with this, as it is a very risky item to build. If you're not comfortable building this item, then I would recommend just building Hand of Gods, and that will help you in learning how to jungle. So this god, the core build, which we have here, is Warrior Tabai for power and movement speed, into Jotun's Wrath, which is a CDR item, into Transcendence, Spirit Robe, Titan's Bane, and then Shifter's Shield. Transcendence is very good on Bastet. Not only does it give you a lot of damage on your abilities, which scale extremely well, especially your number 1, which is your Pounce, but it also gives you mana, which enables you to jump in, poke, jump out, jump in, jump out, poke, etc., without getting mana hungry. 4th item will be Spirit Robe. This gives us full CDR, which makes Bastet terrifying. One of the scariest characters in the game with full CDR. We have Titan's Bane. And then we also have Shifter's Shield. Titan's Bane is going to give us that extra damage on the tankier targets, which we actually do have to poke out sometimes. And Shifter's Shield giving us the extra survivability, as we are normally putting ourselves in a risky position with Bastet. As far as actives goes, we already just have Beads in this slot. Beads 3 is crucial on any jungler, so we have that. This is an interesting character where you don't need Blink. You could buy Blink, because Blink and then using your cats is great, and then using your Pounce to catch up with them is fine. But I would recommend doing something like a Heavenly Agility or a Shell for your team. Much more effective for your team, so a Shell of Absorption or a Heavenly Agility, depending on what kind of comp they have. So if they have a lot of slows on their comp, maybe an Outwash with a Gem of Isolation, or Poseidon's, Yanis's, stuff like that, get Heavenly Agility. If they have a lot of burst damage, such as Agni, get a Shell of Absorption for your team, and try and be a utility Bastet. How do you prioritize your abilities on this character? Well, it's very simple. It goes 2 as your first ability, into your Pounce, your 2 into your 3, into your 4. Now, the Razor Whip does deal more damage at level 1 than Pounce, but you'll see some people leveling Pounce early just for safety from maybe invades, for example. They'll level Pounce and start the buff, and if they get invaded, they can jump away. And if they don't see the invade coming, they'll use Pounce. So that's an option you have, but I would recommend building like this. Prioritize your 4, your 2, then your 1, then your 3. A lot of newer players think the 3 is better than the 1 because you think Pounce is an escape. It's actually one of the highest damaging abilities in the game, to be honest. It does incredible damage. So you really want to be looking to jump on the mages and then use your 2. And yeah, it's just a really good damaging ability. It's very rare that it's like that, but how we level on Bastet. Hope that explains pretty much all you need to know on item builds. As I said, there'll be guides coming soon for how to jungle these kinds of characters. But for now, this should be good enough for you guys. You saw here we have Magi's Blessing and Hide of Urchin as usual as defensive items. If they have a heavy CC lineup, Magi's Blessing. If they just have general high damage, then Hide of Urchin instead of the Shifter Shield is an actually fine pickup. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Catch you later.